everyone, welcome to another episode of Freezer Burns, where you join me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle, one box at a time. As always, I'm your host Greg, and today I'm going to start off the show with a simple question. Who likes pastries? I'd be shocked if I heard anyone raise their hand and say, me, I don't like pastries. Pastries are the bomb. First off, what I love about pastries is you got something that you could eat during the meal. You have something you can eat as a snack. Pastries are great. You can eat it for dessert, and then the very next morning, nuke that in the microwave and you got a nice breakfast. Today, we are going to review a pastry I've never tried before. It is this. Papa Ciro's cinnamon knots. Now, according to this box, it's the original family recipe. It's handmade, well, probably the original recipe was handmade, but this thing is supposed to be the real deal. It comes with icing, and if you look at that box right here, that's just like rich with texture, looks sweet, looks doughy, and comes with its own baking tray. So what do you say we put this in the oven? We warm up that icing, and let's cook this for 5 minutes, and then let's get that in my belly. All right, come on, let's go. So the first thing you will notice when you buy this Papa Ciro's handmade cinnamon knots is this box just ain't terribly exciting. A lot of browns, a lot of yellows, but don't let the box kind of ruin it for you, because on the back, you'll see, this is what we're gonna take out of here. See that nice tray, that foil tray? That's like old school, like Swanson TV dinner type tray. In here, it looks like it says the bread is made with natural ingredients, no preservatives to deliver a homemade taste with every bite. Let's take this out of the box, see what it looks like. Okay, so this is what we got here. This right here is the icing, frozen solid. And on the packaging it says that you can put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds to loosen it up, or you can run it under hot water. I'm going to choose the hot water because the microwave just cooks it unevenly. I'd like to put it under hot water and actually massage it, you know? I mean, when it comes to icing, frosting, any of that stuff, you gotta just get your both hands in there, run it under the hot water, and just massage the hell out of it. Make a nice even finish. This is sealed in plastic. There's like cinnamon explosion on here. I've preheated the oven to 350. I'm gonna take it out of the plastic and put it on a tray. Now, although it comes in its own tray, I've actually also put it on a baking sheet. You know, for me, when it comes to cooking both in microwave or in the oven, that's the temple. You don't even take a chance that anything's going to overflow, explode, drip down below. We're going to keep that nice and pristine. So I'm going to put it on top of this as well. Now, some people may argue it's not going to cook correctly, it's not meant for that, you're supposed to put it right over the grill. You'll also see in future episodes as I'm cooking frozen pizzas, sometimes it says for a crisper crust, drop that right on the grill. Homie, don't play that. I always put it on a tray. It's just not worth it. If I wanted authentic pizza, I'd go down the street to the local pizzeria. So, that being said, smells absolutely wonderful. That, my friend, is the oven saying that it has been preheated to 350. We're gonna drop this in, put it in for 5 minutes, take it out. Let's get that in my mouth. So here's the beauty of Papa Ciro's. As we got those cinnamon knots in the oven for 5 minutes, we have a homework assignment. This is the icing. It's in a packet. It's not frozen solid, but it's hardly ripe to be spreading on top of cinnamon twists or cinnamon knots. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on this hot water, and I'm just going to start massaging this. Now, many people have different techniques. I like to hold with one hand and work my way up, much like a toothpaste thing. The important thing is you don't want any ice, and you want to make sure that that icing is worked its way through. Now in the process of massaging this, you'll see that I'm also working away some of the cinnamon that had gotten on the outside of the packet. The important thing for me is that when I'm ready to put this icing on top of the cinnamon knots, that it is a nice consistency, that it's a nice temperature, and that it just spreads very nicely on top of those twists. I'm sure Papa Ciro's made these cinnamon twists to be good regardless of icing, but hey, I mean, if you include a tube of icing, you better take advantage of it. So I'm going to massage this for a couple more minutes, and then by that time the cinnamon twist should be done. We'll spread it on and we'll taste it. So I've taken this out of the oven. It's been in there for 5 minutes. The smell is just, oh, it's unbelievable. The cinnamon is the real deal. I have massaged this, all joking aside, it was wonderful. I have cut this open here. There's a little spout here. I'm gonna slowly put this on here. Now it's really tough to gauge how much to put on each. So as always, it's good to put just a little bit on each one, and then if you have some extra, you can go back around the horn. Looks like my phone is ringing. And it looks like I am out of icing. That's what's not to do. As you can see, whoever is going to get number 8, which isn't going to be me, probably one of the kids, is going to get robbed. There's just not enough icing. So, there you go. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to just let it glaze over like this. Spread it around. You want to make sure that some of this icing is represented on every bite. Again, this one gets robbed. We'll see. Okay. Now, here's the most important part of it all. How does it taste? Because it smells delish. I can't believe I just said delish. It smells delish. I'm going to take this one right here, and basically this is like a breadstick. So I'm going to show you that. It's like a breadstick, cinnamon breadstick. We got this icing dripping off of it. Okay, see that? It's just basically a breadstick with tons of cinnamon on top, and then icing on top of that. It's not that great, to be honest. It's a little dry. The icing is the best part. It's okay. Now, like I said, I'm not going to turn down a pastry ever. If I got this, and I got a bowl of broccoli next door, guess which one I'm going to take? I'm going to take this one. And even after tasting this, I will still taste this one. But have I had better? Absolutely, I've had better. I was hoping, it's doughy. I was hoping, nah, it's okay. So this is my review of Papa Ciro's cinnamon knots. It cost $3.79 for 8. I was really hoping for CinnaYUM. Really wasn't CinnaYUM. It was just regular old cinnamon knot. I would say, given the cost, given the smell, given the taste was okay. The smell was delicious, but then again, I could just take my cinnamon canister, dump that on top of some breadsticks, and slather frosting on top. It probably would have been better. I would give this a 2.5 stars. This is Greg. This is another episode of Freezer Burns, and I will see you next time.